Hi guys, Miss Nikki here, back again for more of our library Labsters, and this is more of the things to do, this was called 101 Things to Do Before You Grow Up, but I just picked a few random ones here and there, and I thought this one was pretty cool. So you can make a time capsule, and of course, you'll put your own things in there for that, and then learn and kind of know the 7 wonders of the world. So that'll be really cool, and you can use like some air dry clay or whatever, and you can kind of create you can make up your own 7 wonders of the world or a wonder of the world, or try to make a pyramid, which is what I tried to do. It did not turn out so well. So, and of course you can come in and check out some books or whatever from here, and these are nonfiction ones that kind of talk about other wonders of the world too. So, pretty cool thing. So, I went ahead, this is my little time capsule thing, and it's just a big old coffee can. And I went ahead and did the duct tape around there because I figure, trying to do that on a video, it's gonna be loud and kind of annoying. So yeah, it's already set. It's like 2 of my favorite colors, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then I just did a little note on the bottom. The only Sharpie I could find at the moment was a bright blue one, so it works. But yeah, I already put something in there. It's my Kylo Ren Hot Wheels. So, I love Hot Wheels. So this one for me is just some like kind of cool stuff that I liked and had, and I just wanted to put in here for 2020 and part of 2021 too. So some of you may have seen and know when you come in, I always had a name tag, and of course I had to load it up with all kinds of cool stuff. So that one's going in there because now I've started a new one, new stickers, but I have a long way to go to fill it up. All right, and then a $2 bill. I thought that was kind of cool. And then I'm like, obviously, if you guys have been in here, I love koalas. So I got this little guy. And then I don't know if I want to put him in there. I got the little one there. He's going to go to the side. And this is a little note that one of my very good friends had wrote me. It's very inspiring and sweet, and I think that'll be cool to read. I think I put on there like 7 years from now. So, and like some movie stubs, because, Monster Hunter, had to go watch it. Got a little receipt here that has the date, and then I just like my grocerying thing. So kind of see how much groceries are 7 years from now. So then our cool mask that we made here at the library, I'm gonna put that in there. It kind of reminds us of 2021, huh? And then of course some bookmarks. This is a smelly one, so I thought that'd be kind of cool to see if it still has like a little bit of smell later on. Oh, and then this was like a little crystal that we had made for one of our programs. And then this was just a silly thing that I printed off. It was all about the 13 full moons of 2020. I thought that was pretty neat. All right, so we'll just put that in there. And then you guys can seal yours however you want. I was just gonna kind of put some tape over the top and around the sides. Some people like to bury theirs. I wasn't planning on doing that. I'm just gonna kind of hide it in like my closet and then find it 7 years from now, hopefully. So I think that was all pretty neat and pretty fun. I hope you guys have fun with it. If you need help from a parent or guardian, just make sure you ask them. Okay, I'm gonna read a book now. This is The 7 Wonders of Sassafras Springs by Betty Burney. All right, how it started. Sometimes extraordinary things begin in ordinary places. A fancy-dancy butterfly starts out in a plain little cocoon. A great big apple tree grows from a tiny brown speck of a seed. And the wonders started right on our own front porch on a hot summer night. I would have forgotten on the spot if it hadn't been for what got started then and kept on going. Who knows, maybe Columbus decided to look for a new world one hot summer night when he got tired of staring at the same old barn. Or maybe one evening after supper, Balboa stood up and said, "Excuse me now, folks, I'm going to search for the Pacific Ocean." There was no chance of seeing an ocean in Sassafras Springs, which is set smack dab in the center of the country, through a dip in Liberty Creek. Oh, I think I skipped a page. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Was welcome on a boiling hot day. To my mind, it was a poor excuse for a body of water. Shoot, it wasn't even a dribble on the big map of the United States that hung on the schoolhouse wall. Red Hawk, Coy, and Iron Valley all had dots on the map, but not Sassafras Springs, Missouri. We might as well have been invisible, yet there I was, sitting on the front porch with Pa and Aunt Pretty. The chores were done, our bellies were full, and the mosquitoes hadn't worked up much of an appetite yet. Aunt Pretty sat in her high-back rocker, crocheting some lacy things as usual, though for the life of me, I couldn't make out what it was meant to be. I hope it wasn't intended for me. Paul whittled on his stick, and I was staring hard at a drawing in a book. It was a first-rate book with lots of pictures in it. Miss Collins, the schoolteacher, gave it to me on the last day of school for getting the best marks in geography. My mind was a million miles away, when suddenly my aunt said, "Eben McAllister, you've had your nose in that book so long, I forgot what you look like. Wake up and see the world." I gazed out at the familiar white fence, the faded red barn, and the yellow clay road. A pair of fireflies blinked over Aunt Pretty's peony bed. Our horses, Pat and Murph, were in the barn. Mabel and Mert were milked, and the chickens had gone to bed long ago. My dog, Sal, thumped her tail, most likely hoping I would stir up some excitement. She should have known better. "Nothing to see," I said, and went back to my book. "You'd think someone would have said something interesting, or have something interesting to say about something," Aunt Pretty said. "Living with the two of you is like living alone. I might as well talk to myself." Although I didn't say it, Aunt Pretty did talk to herself all day long. It was no picnic taking care of Pa and me. She moved in when Ma died 4 years ago and did all she could. Still, it was lonely for her because Aunt Pretty could talk your arm off, while Pa and I weren't ones to waste words. "What's so interesting about that book anyway?" "Well, it's about the 7 wonders of the world," I told her. "They built these amazing things way back in ancient Greece and Egypt and places." Paul blew the shavings off his stick. "What things?" he asked. I showed him the book. He read the names out loud, and they sounded fine. The Great Pyramid of Giza, the Colossus of Rhodes, the statue of Zeus, the giant lighthouse at Alexandria, the mausoleum at Halicarnassus, and the Temple of Artemis, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Big things, wonderful things. "We don't have anything like that around Sassafras Springs," I pointed out. "No, they probably don't." So, but that was pretty cool, huh? That sounds like it's going to be a really interesting book. Well, hopefully you guys can come by sometime and check it out. Thanks. Bye.